Good morning, Gemini, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I'll be doing a reading for you for the week of September the 9th to the 15th, 2024. Now, I'm going to be shuffling your cards today 8 times each, utilizing the numerology of the date September the 9th, 2024. Just have to give me a minute here because I cannot count and shuffle and talk at the same time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, the first column we're going to be pulling is passing energies. Then the second column will be current energies of the week. And then the next one will be incoming energies. And then the final column will be any messages from your higher self or your spirit team. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups. We have the Death card. A lot of transformatory energies this week for everybody. And the Tower. Yeah, okay. So this is something that's been in your recent past, Gemini. So maybe some sort of way of thinking, maybe some sort of wish that you've had, or some sort of fantasy that you've been having with respects to the world or with respects to your life has been crumbling. Okay, some sort of maybe even your morals or your values or things that you hold important to yourself and to your life, to your being, to who you are, have been crumbling. Okay, and this has instigated some sort of transformation within you, most likely spiritual. Okay, we're going to get some more cards and then we'll kind of get a little bit more context here. We have the 9 of Cups in the current energy starting you off. So the 9 of Cups is spiritual contentment, spiritual fulfillment. So perhaps the heaviness of what you've been dealing with recently is passing now. You have the Devil as well. Let's see what else we have. And the Page of Cups. So for me, the Devil, you know what, let me just get all the other cards here to see where we're going with all of this, because it all depends on what or we have is as a context. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, the Devil, and the Page of Cups for current energies. We have the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Wands, and the Hermit for your incoming energies. And then messages from the universe, we have your Temperance, we have 6 of Wands, and the King of Cups. So your emotional self is going to be stabilizing. Okay, you've been going through a lot internally, I feel, Gemini. Things that, like I mentioned before, things that you have been held to esteem, things that have given your life meaning, things that have given your life purpose, perhaps your morals, your principles have been crumbling because of things that are happening in the external world. Okay, this is a transformation process that is good for you, despite how uncomfortable it would have been in the recent past. Okay, now what you're being encouraged to understand here is that you are in charge and you are very powerful. You are a very powerful manifester right now, Gemini, and you can create, we all create our own reality. And this is hard for some people to understand and to take responsibility for, because we have the responsibility, or we have the power to control how we react to things that happen to us. We can either fall into victim mode and blame everybody else on our problems, or we can take ownership of how we can react and see how we can change things into being opportunities for personal growth as opposed to be falling victim. It is a difficult journey to go on, and it can get quite tiresome, believe me. All right, especially when things start happening one after one after one. And then the thing is not to compare yourself to other people, because other people are reflections of yourself as well. Okay, so that being said, let's dive a little bit more into each card. So the 7 of Cups here, normally on a normal Rider-Waite deck, the 7 of Cups has 7 different cups in the sky, and here it's illustrated as stars. Now, in each of the cups, there are things that people can hold with importance. So, things that give your life meaning, your values, what you value in life, and what gives your life purpose, and what drives you moving forward, what gives you motivation to do things. Okay. So, in some of the cups, there's like a laurel wreath, like that Caesar would have worn, so that it represents power. Okay. Some people hold getting power to be quite motivating and important in their life. Then we have beauty, we have money, we have land, we have property, we have knowledge, okay? And then we have the unknown. So we have this card with the death card and with the tower. So, whatever you've been holding dear to your life, perhaps the way that you've seen the world and how you navigated the world with your morals and with your principles and what you thought was important, perhaps that is all changing now because of what is going on in the world, or perhaps because as we grow older, some of the values that we might have held when we were young could be changing right now. This is normal because your situation in life is normal. When you were single as a 20-year-old, your morals and values would be a lot different than if you have 5 kids, right? I would hope so, at least. So you have been going through some sort of metamorphosis, but it is a beautiful thing. And you're being encouraged not to cling on to your old self, not to cling on to the ideology or the association that you had to specific groups of ideologies or people. You must let this crumble, my dear Gemini. You must let it crumble, because when things crumble, you have the opportunity to start manifesting what it is that you want. And right now, Gemini, you are very powerful. It is seeming to be. The cards are showing here. Okay, because in the current energies of this week, we have the 9 of Cups. With the 9 of Cups, we have the Devil. The Devil's not necessarily a bad thing. The devil encourages you to step into your true authentic self, and it wants you to break free of dogma and of limiting belief systems that perhaps are stifling you from being who you truly are. This also could be toxic people in your life that you're holding on to, right? Or toxic habits, or toxic ideologies, or toxic values or principles that are not in alignment with who you are anymore. Okay? So on a normal Rider-Waite deck, we have the devil with 2 people, Adam and Eve, kind of, chained up to this block that the devil is standing on. But the chains are very loose around their necks. So they have the ability, like I said, you have the ability to choose how you react to every situation. We have choice in everything. Okay? And are you, like I had mentioned before, are you going to allow this transformation to occur, or are you going to hold on to your old self? Are you going to hold on to your old life because that is what resonated with you, and it's very uncomfortable to have your whole identity crumble because you don't, you especially when you have a community that you used to associate with that was associated with this identity, because now your whole system is crumbling, not just your belief system, but your social support system and your place in society. Okay. But you're being encouraged to step into it, break free, and break free from institutional and hierarchical control. This is Capricorn. Capricorn's top-down authoritarian structure. It can be religion. It can be political ideologies, governments. Like, you know what I mean? Like top-down institutions, banking. Okay. So you need to start weaving the web of your own life here and stop relying on people telling you what to do. Okay? And you are very, very powerful right now with your manifestation. So you need to be careful on the words you are using to communicate with others, when you're talking to yourself, to the universe about your situation, or when you're thinking in your mind. If you're saying, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, everyone else has it better than me, look, they have a really easy life and I'm here struggling to make ends meet. My whole world is crumbling. I think I'm going crazy. Like, you can label what you're going through, but know that your words have vibrational frequency. Your words carry vibrational essence. This fish, we don't know as an observer if it's real or not, but she's manifested it from her imagination. What we think becomes reality. And this is important when we also have the Nine of Cups, because the Nine of Cups is spiritual contentment, spiritual happiness, but she doesn't get there by just manifesting. You have to emulate the vibrational frequency, even if you are not there at the moment. If you're trying to manifest something in your life, you need to know that it already has happened. You already have it. Time is not linear in reality. It is like a spiral. And things are on top of each other. And we can bend time and space. You can step into who you want to be and be that person now. It's kind of like faking it till you make it. So I utilize this analogy sometimes as well, is like in cognitive behavioral therapy. You have to retrain your brain when you're depressed, or when you have self-fulfilling prophecies of thoughts about yourself. Like, I'm a failure, right? So there are some exercises that you would do is give yourself evidence. But another trick, and usually you don't have evidence for this, and this is what breaks the fatal way of thinking. You have to reprogram your mind. And so when you're depressed as well, one way of helping you out of it to reprogram your mind is saying positive affirmations every morning to yourself. And this is something that you don't even have to do just when you're depressed. It's a good way to maintain your vibrational frequency. Because you say, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I'm a philanthropist, I'm a mother, I have more than enough money to take care of my needs, to pay my bills, and still have money left over every month. I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm whatever. I am free, I am sovereign. You say this every day and your brain starts to believe it, and you start to step into the energy. If you want love, you need to go and love yourself. You need to take yourself out on dates. Go and do things that people do when they're in love. If you want money, go for walks in rich neighborhoods, or by the yacht club. When I'm walking by the water, I pretend that this is my property. You see, you have to step into the energy. And then because you're already at that vibrational frequency, it is easier for you to attract it. You already have what you are attracting. And this is what is indicative here with the Page of Cups. Okay. So this week is a lot lighter than what you've been going through. So that's nice to see. We also have the Wheel of Fortune coming up for you in up and coming energies. The Four of Wands, which is celebration and marriage. Do I even see anything like that here? Not really. And the Hermit. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter. I believe Venus actually and Jupiter are trining this week, which is very positive. It's a very positive pairing of planets. They are trining each other. So the wheels are moving in your favor. You're getting a lot of luck and a lot of expansion coming in. So you want to make sure you're focusing on things that you want to expand more of. Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So you don't want to expand lack mentality. You want to expand abundance. And abundance can mean different things for different people. Yes, it can mean money, but it can also mean freedom. It can mean family. It can mean time. It can mean food, pleasure, traveling, indulgences, right? And we have this, and we also have an eclipse this week too. And this eclipse is acting like a portal for you, especially Gemini. And I feel that you are like, whenever you have dreams in like Jungian psychology with like buildings or houses, the lower levels are all part of your unconscious. And so despite the fact that yes, the Jupiter is acting in your favor, the wheels are turning, you have the Wheel of Fortune, it's the number 10 card, it is the end of a cycle, and there are going to be things that you are celebrating, but you are still going through a spiritual transformation, okay? So if you need to take time out, take some time out. There might be celebrations, but you might not even want to go to them because you are going through a big transformatory process here. It could even be like a dark night of the soul. But I'm getting a really light energies for this week. But know that things are happening underneath the waters of your subconscious. And this is not done yet. When you go through spiritual awakening, you might go through some plateaus or some ups or downs, but it's never done. And okay, it's just letting you know. It's not like, oh, I've reached enlightenment, I'm done. Like, no. Yeah, you're gonna find out that. Okay. So, but if this is you, right, and you have the King of Cups here, you're going through some sort of transformatory spiritual dark night of the soul. Okay. And the King of Cups here, he can remain calm in these choppy waters in the depths of his subconscious. So, but the way that he can stay calm is by transmuting and alchemizing what he's going through and utilizing positive and good coping strategies, right? You don't want to use toxic coping strategies or strategies that that don't serve your highest good. Like drinking. Like I used to drink a lot and party a lot when I was younger, and it was filling a void of sadness when my father passed away, and it took me almost 20 years to get over that. There wasn't even a time where I can keep alcohol in the house without having to drink it. And now I can't even drink like one drink sometimes and I get a headache. It's not resonating with my frequency anymore. I've healed that part of me. And I like working out now, like going to yoga, and I like playing instruments or doing art. Okay. Gardening, going for walks. So you need to transmute and alchemize, right? Water to wine, good to bad. You can also transmute bad to good, so just be careful that you don't fall back into those toxic people. Remember, because you associated with different ways of thinking before, don't fall back with groups of people that will get you back into bad habits as well. You can't blame them. You have a choice. But you know what they can bring out in you. So we need to transmute and learning about more of the spirituality. The King of Cups is very spiritual. He's very psychic. He's very intuitive. He dabbles in the occult. Occult, it does not mean evil. It means hidden knowledge. And Temperance is a card that is representation of the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the philosopher, the ever learner. So you are being encouraged to learn about these things to help you on your process, on your journey. Okay? To help navigate the choppy waters of the depths of your soul. Okay? And you're going to be fine. You're going to be victorious. This is a good week for you. This eclipse is good for you. Okay? This is a card of victory and celebration. People are actually looking at you and you're giving them awe. They people are seeing your progress. Some people are jealous of you too. But that's not your problem. What people think about you is none of your business. You need to care about you and follow what gives your life nourishment. The carrot of your horse should not be punishment of hell. What defines your morals and your principles should not be an external punishment or reward. It should be intrinsic. Right? Okay, that was a good one. All right, so let's end off here with not an animal oracle card. We're going to do Sufi Wisdom Oracle card. I'm sorry, these lights in my room here are not doing good for me at this time. All right, because it keeps changing. All right, we're going to do this 3 times, and then we will end there, my dear Gemini. That was a good one. That was a good reading. The way of faith. Let faith be your guide. Here we go. This is a cute little card. When faith becomes all love, we enter into greatness. From that source, we spread love to all life, when we then live in abundance. There is a divine gift inside you that holds the key to your confidence and trust. That key opens a mysterious inner chamber that reveals the secrets of love to you. It is the entrance to the greatness of your ultimate capacity. You will be like a lantern that spreads light around it. An invisible support will sustain and empower you to enter a vast unknown with total confidence. Entering the vast unknown, this is what is like what you are experiencing with this crumbling that you've been going through. Dear one, surrender faithfully to the unrecognized path and benefit from the divine gift that is inside you. Live your dream, risk it all, and take a chance. Have faith that the potential for love is infused into your life. When you surrender to your heart, clues and guidelines will follow them When you surrender to your heart, clues and the guidelines to follow them appear along the way. Bring your dream into reality by having faith that you can face the obstacles along the way. As you master your reality, you will flow towards abundance and the fullness of love. The mantra for you this week, Gemini, is I have faith in my power to face the unknown. I have full assurance that I am not making a mistake, nor am I afraid of making one if I do. If this reading resonated for you, my dear Gemini, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You could also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for all of the energy you provided me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.